White played. Rook takes d4. Pause the video to spot black's next move. On h5. Queen takes f4. Queen takes a 3. Knight d3. White intends to play. Rook b4. Rook takes b4. Queen takes b4. Queen takes b4. Knight takes b4. Rook a5. Knight takes c6 and take decisive advantage. Bishop takes d3 was chosen by black. Queen c1. White intends to play. Rook takes d3 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop c4 played by black. Black is setting up to play queen a2 mate and establish a winning position. Rook takes c4 move preferred by white. Pawn takes c4. On c3 black is clearly ahead. Let's go to the next game. Black just played. Pawn takes d5. Pause the video to find out white's response. Knight takes g7. Rook a7. Bishop takes d5 check. Bishop e6. Bishop takes e6 check. Rook a f7. Bishop takes f7 check. Rook takes f7. Knight takes f5 check. Rook g7. Knight takes g7. Bishop takes g7. Black is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game. Black just played. On h6. Pause the video to find out white's response. Black's idea is to play pawn takes g5 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen takes h6 played by white. Bishop f8. Bishop f5. Queen e7. Black intends to play queen e1 mate and establish a winning position. Knight e4 move preferred by white. White's idea is to play knight takes f6 check. Queen takes f6. Queen h7 mate and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen takes e4 played by black. Bishop takes e4. Knight takes e4. Rook g4. Rook e8. Queen c1. White is looking to play rook f4. Pawn g6. Pawn g3. Bishop h6. Queen takes c7 and dominate the board. Knight f6 was chosen by black. Black is aiming to play knight takes g4 and take decisive advantage. Rook g5 was chosen by white. White's idea is to play rook e5. Knight b3. Pawn takes b3 and gain a significant edge. Rook e4 was chosen by black. Queen takes a1. Bishop d6. Black is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. White played. Knight b3. Pause the video to find out black's response. Rook a b8. Black intends to play rook takes b7 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen takes a7 was chosen by white. Bishop takes h3. Knight e1. Rook b5. Queen 4. White is aiming to play queen takes b5 and dominate the board. Rook h5 played by black. Queen e4. Rook h4. Black is aiming to play bishop f5. Queen takes f4. Rook takes f4 and take decisive advantage. Pawn takes h3 was chosen by white. Bishop h2 check. King takes h2. Rook takes e4. Knight g2. Rook e2. Black is aiming to play rook takes f2. King g1. Rook takes g2 check and increase their advantage significantly. King g1 was chosen by white. Rook takes b2. Knight d4. White has no response. Let's go to the next game. Black just played. Queen a5. Pause the video to spot white's next move. Rook h8 check. King takes h8. Rook h1 check. King g8. Pawn takes f6. Queen a2 check. King c1. Pawn b2 check. King d1. Bishop a4 check. King e1. Knight d3 check. Queen takes d3. Bishop c2. Black might go for. Pawn promotes to queen at b1 check. Knight takes b1. Queen takes b1 check and gain a significant edge. Queen takes c2 move preferred by white. Pawn promotes to queen at b1 check. Knight takes b1. Queen takes c2. Knight takes c2. Bishop takes f6. Black is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. White just played. Queen e3. Pause the video and try to find black's next move. Queen c2 check. King f3. White might go for bishop takes f6 and secure a strong hold in the game. Rook d3 was chosen by black. Black is planning to play rook takes e3 check and take decisive advantage. Pawn e7 played by white. Queen d1 check. King f4. White's idea is to play pawn promotes to queen at e8 mate and increase their advantage significantly. Rook takes e3 move preferred by black. King takes e3. King f7. Black intends to play. King takes e7. King f4. Queen b3. Bishop takes f6 check. Pawn takes f6. Rook e2 check. King f7 and take decisive advantage. Bishop e4 was chosen by white. King takes e7. Bishop d3. Queen b3. Bishop takes f6 check. King takes f6. Rook takes a5. Queen c3. Black is planning to play. Queen c1 check. King e2. Queen c7. Rook a6 check. King g5. King d1. Queen c3 and gain a significant edge. Rook b5 move preferred by white. King g5. Pawn f6 check. King takes f6. Pawn h4. White is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. White played. Bishop takes e8. Pause the video and try to predict black's next move. Bishop h3. Bishop takes c7 check. King takes c7. Queen takes a7 check. King c8. Black's idea is to play bishop takes g2 mate and dominate the board. Queen takes g7 was chosen by white. Knight g4. Rook f3. Bishop takes g2 check. King takes g2. Knight e3 check. King f2. Knight f5 check. On d4. White is aiming to play. Queen g4. King b8. Rook takes f5 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Knight takes g7 played by black. Bishop b5. Bishop takes d4 check. Pawn takes d4. Queen takes d4 check. King f1. Queen takes b2. Bishop d3. Knight e6. Knight c3. Queen takes a 1 check. King f2. White is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game. White just played. Bishop e3. Pause the video to spot black's next move. Rook takes e5. Bishop takes h7 check. Queen takes h7. Bishop takes c5. Rook h5. Pawn f3. Rook h1 check. King f2. Queen h4 check. King e2. Rook e8 check. Bishop e3. On d4. Black is setting up to play. Rook takes f1. King takes f1. Pawn takes e3 and sees the initiative. Rook takes h1 played by white. Queen takes h1. Queen takes d4. Queen takes g2 check. King d3. Bishop f5 check. King c4. Queen takes f3. Knight c3. White is preparing to play. Rook g1. Bishop g6. Bishop f4. Pawn c5. King takes c5 and dominate the board. Queen takes e3 played by black. Queen takes e3. Rook takes e3. King c5. Black is clearly ahead. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Queen b6. Pause the video to figure out white's next move. Rook d6. White is planning to play. Knight c7 check. King a7. Rook takes b6 and dominate the board. Bishop takes d6 move preferred by black. Pawn takes d6. Knight d5. Rook b1. White intends to play. Knight c7 check. Knight takes c7. Rook takes b6 check and put immense pressure on the opponent. King b7 move preferred by black. Bishop e3. White is setting up to play. Bishop takes b6 and take decisive advantage. Queen d8 move preferred by black. Knight c7 check. King c6. Black intends to play. King takes d6. Knight takes d5. Pawn takes d5 and increase their advantage significantly. Knight takes e6 move preferred by white. Queen takes d6. Knight f4. White's idea is to play. Rook b6 check. King d7. Rook takes d6 check and establish a winning position. King d7 played by black. Black is aiming to play. Knight takes f4 and sees the initiative. Knight takes d5 was chosen by white. Rook b8. Black is setting up to play. Queen takes d5 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook d1 played by white. White is preparing to play. Knight f6 check. Pawn takes f6. Rook takes d6 check and increase their advantage significantly. Queen a3 played by black. Pawn h4. Queen b3. Bishop f5 check. King d6. Bishop f4 check. King c5. Black considers playing. Queen takes d1 check and take decisive advantage. Knight e3 played by white. Rook b4. Bishop d6 check. King c6. Bishop c2. Rook takes a4. Bishop takes b3. Pawn takes b3. Black is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game. Black played. Knight takes f4. Pause the video and try to predict white's next move. Rook b7 check. King a8. Black considers playing. Knight takes d3. Rook b8 check. King takes b8. King c2. Queen takes b2 check. King takes d3. Rook e3 mate and take decisive advantage. Queen d7 move preferred by white. White wants to play. Queen takes e8 check. Queen d8. Queen takes d8 mate and increase their advantage significantly. Queen e7 was chosen by black. Queen takes c6. Queen e1 check. Bishop d1. Queen e4 check. Queen takes e4. Rook takes e4. Bishop f3. White is setting up to play. Bishop takes e4. Knight d5. Bishop takes d5. Bishop d6. Rook takes b6 mate and sees the initiative. Pawn f5 was chosen by black. Rook f7. Knight e6. Rook takes f5. Knight g5. Bishop takes e4 check. Knight takes e4. Rook f4. White is looking to play rook takes e4 and secure a strong hold in the game. Knight g5 move preferred by black. Rook f6. White is aiming to play pawn h4. Knight e4. Rook takes h6 and take decisive advantage. Pawn h5 move preferred by black. Rook g6. White is aiming to play rook g8 check. Bishop f8. Rook takes f8 mate and dominate the board. Knight h7 move preferred by black. Rook h6. White is aiming to play rook takes h7 and secure a strong hold in the game. Knight f8 played by black. Pawn h4. King b8. Rook takes h5. King c8. Rook f5. Knight e6. Pawn h5. Bishop d4. Pawn b4. King d8. Rook f7. White is aiming to play rook takes a 7 and establish a winning position. Pawn b5 move preferred by black. Pawn takes b5. Knight c7. White has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game.